This is going to be real quick.
The way you facilitate for this team, they've never had that before, especially to be able to put Steph on the bench for as long as they can and you take control of the game. Just kind of speak to why that is, but then also how you feel like that impacts this team and where you all are trying to go.
I don't know. It's an easy game when you play with really good players too. You know what I mean? And being out there on the court with Dre, who's such a high basketball IQ guy, Klay and Steph, with their shooting, it allows for so much spacing. And JK, the way he's been playing, Wiggs, we just really got a complete team when we want to be.
When you have 14 assists the way you have tonight, or did, sorry, I always do that. When you have 14 assists the way you did tonight, just kind of speak to, like, why is it that you're able to find the right guy that has the right opportunity to take the right shot? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I done played a few games. You know what I mean? No, but seriously, when them guys will tell you, I watch this game all day, every day. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm on Second Spectrum. I'm watching clips. I know this game like the back of my hand. So when you're playing out there and Klay has got it going, he's shooting the life out of the ball. You know that the slip may be open. You know that all these different things. Been playing this game since I was about 4 years old. You know what I mean? And luckily, over my career, my life, I've had some of the best coaches you could have. You know, I was 11 years old running Utah's old offense. You know what I mean? My AAU coach got named Andy Poplin. We used to run the flex when I was 11 years old. You know, and so now when you get up to this point, it ain't really much that you can show me that I haven't seen.
Chris, Steve's also said that he's felt these past couple weeks, really since you came back from your injury and everything settled down, has been your strongest stretch with this team since arriving. Do you feel that that's the case, and how much does, since your return, having the rotation decided, the starting lineup established, help with that? I
mean, it's nice. It's been a very up and down year for our team. You know, every time we come to the arena, we're not sure who's playing, which is unfortunate, but it's part of the league, So I think, we get excited when we see everybody, in the lineup, and it sort of gives you a comfort level. But it's also just playing in this league for so long. You know this time of year what it means. We talked about it. We said this couldn't be a game where we walk in the locker room after the game and say we should have won. We got to start, not hoping we win and make sure that we win.
Chris, you came back from the time off, and it looked like you came back and immediately was even better, like had a good rhythm. How much of that was the preparation while you were away, kind of getting ready to just hit the ground running?
Man, that's the preparation while I was away. Rehab is hard. Guys don't know that. Like, rehab is really hard. It's really hard on your mental. But I give a big thanks to our team, the training staff, to the guys in the video room who worked out with me during All-Star break. I hooped with a bunch of guys at my kids' school. My son actually played pickup with us. A guy named Frank Nitti, Aaron Powell, a bunch of guys. Like, we hooped, and that's the stuff people don't see. And I just want them people to know that I'm grateful, that they hooped with me. I just need to get that comfort level, and it's still getting better, but it's go time.
How old's your son? Just to follow up on that, how old's your son?
14. He's actually out there with 130 of his classmates. They on a class field trip here to San Francisco, so I'm about to go see him right quick.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so you've seen a lot of basketball.
Yep.
What do you think about Steph Curry getting 300 threes that happened in this game? There's 14 games left in the season. It's the fifth time he's had 300 threes, if I said that wrong. Sorry, 300 yeah. Total in a season. But that accomplishment to do it 5 times as well.
He going to do it again next year. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm not surprised. You watch him every night? Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's easy, though.
I ain't say it's easy. I mean, it's easy for him. Yeah. You know what I mean? He shoots the life out of the ball. You know what I mean? Takes care of his body, and that's an unbelievable achievement. But even if you ask him, he not surprised.
So, Chris, when you were out, a lot of the guys were, like, with Draymond, really dependent on you and just how you run the floor. And, well, clearly you were a marquee player back in your time. What do you think that...
Back in your time? Shit.
Well, we're the same age. We're the same age. I'm older though, but
Yeah.
But where do you see the development from the start of the season with the younger guys versus now? Because you had a good flow then, but it just seems to get better.
We just got a good group of guys, and anytime you change teams or mix guys up, it's different rotations. Like I said, we done had a number of different guys in and out the lineup all year long, so I think everybody just been trying to find their comfort level, and we still, just because we won this game, we ain't figured it all out yet, but we still figuring it out, and we're going to keep building and keep trying to play the right way.
Building off that, beginning of the season, Kuminga was like your project. You was somebody that you were, just always giving notes to, always trying to get him to a point. How has it been to see his growth throughout this season?
It's super dope to see. And with anything, man, we always talk about stacking days. You know what I mean? And JK is the guy who puts the work in. And so when the guys on the team see you put that work in, that gives you the confidence too. To take the shots, to drive, to do this and to do that. And probably early he was tired of us yelling at him and whatnot, but now we yelling at him to be aggressive because we know we need him to do what he does in order for us to be successful.
Stylistically, the Warriors have historically, played a specific brand of offense, at least, with free-flowing, read and react kind of thing. And then you've, played in a bunch of different systems, but you've, typically like to run a lot of pick and roll. How have you fit into the system, I guess, compared to what you thought you might have?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. And initially when I got here, I thought I just had to, I was trying to fit in as much as possible and still am, depending on what units we have. But I remember Draymond and all of them saying, be you too, and I know in that pick and roll and stuff like that is just, it's a different dynamic, but you can do that and still find the shooters. And like I said, we've been an up and down year for us, and we just figuring it out.
Draymond's pretty much playing exclusively at center for you guys, obviously at his height. How challenging and physically taxing do you think that is for him?
It's a lot. I talk to him about it all the time. It's a lot on Dre. But that's why I think it's been big for us to get Trace going and make sure Trace is learning, because in order to get to where we want to get to, we got to be able to play different ways. And Loon is going to be big for us. But Dario, too. I think we have a great mix of guys, and we have a number of ways that we can play, and we're going to have to.
When you said, you mentioned Trace there, do you like potential two big lineups with Draymond? Also, I guess, shifting down to four, and do you think that
the league is weird? It's all about matchups. It all depends on who you're playing. Some teams play 5 out, like tonight. Some people play 2 big. You just got to be able to change and adjust. You know what I mean? So, yeah. All right, last one. I got to see my kid.
Like you mentioned, you've been playing a long time. What's the most fulfilling thing for you about nights like tonight?
Honestly, tell you the most fulfilling thing about tonight was Gigi Jackson. Gigi Jackson was on my AAU team. I was his coach 2 years ago. 2 years ago, Gigi was on my AAU team with a John Adams coach, some great players, Rob Dillingham, Aiden Holloway, a lot of great kids. And Gigi is an unbelievable kid. We done played at Memphis twice this year, and I was hurt both of those games. So going into the game, it was crazy. It's crazy. Sometimes he still call me coach. And he hit a 3 in my face early in the game. I was pissed because our AAU program is really like a family. And so to see him, to be out there on the court playing against him is something I never get used to. It's kind of a surreal moment. So I know I won't hear the end of that damn, what he had, 35. God, that was a career high? That's some bullshit. Yeah, but man, him along with all of the other guys that came through our program, that's probably the most fulfilling to know that he'll have a long career in this league.
I like that jacket, but it's a new starter, I could tell.
Oh yeah.
First of all, Klay, tell me how you guys were able to go on that 22-0 run, spanning the second and third quarter.
I think it started with Jonathan's defense on the ball, his ability to get in the passing lanes, and then excite the crowd with his acrobatics above the rim. I think that's what really got the ball rolling.
What does it do for you guys to have a playmaker like Chris Paul?
It makes my life way easier. He's unlocked TJ's ability to elevate above the rim, and it's just a joy to play with him. He's such a great player, and we are really lucky to have him on the team. I mean, 14 assists. It's clinical in what he did tonight.
What's it been like seeing JK's development this year, and in what areas have you seen him grow most?
It's been awesome to see. I mean, expected because he's such a great athlete and he loves the game, and his mid-range shot is really nice. He's got great form. His shot selection as far as attacking the rim first, then settling for those jumpers that he's been hitting, and just his ability to be himself. I mean, JK's got an incredibly bright future.
You just mentioned Chris Paul and his ability to kind of unlock the lob threat when it came to TJD, but you've kind of done the same thing with TJD. You and him have a lot of chemistry and connection out there that just seems to click and work well. Is that something that you guys are working on in practice as well? Is he kind of under you trying to figure out how to learn from a vet? Like, what's their relationship that kind of plays over onto the court?
Well, he's Trace Jr. for a reason, because I've been playing with Trace my whole life. From my little brother now to Trace Jr., so it's really cool, and he is great at getting me open off the ball screen, and then his ability to get out and roll to the basket is one of the best I've ever seen for a rookie. So you got to give Trace credit, coming in NBA ready, 50-something pick or whatever, playing the years he did at IU as a go-to player. Obviously helped him develop his skill and be NBA ready, so he's been a joy to play with. Good work. Ooh. So close.
You gonna watch the NCAA tournament?
Of course. The Cougs are playing. What? I'm so excited. And Mr. Obama picked us to win the first round game, so there's a watch party at my residence tomorrow. I'm very excited. Very excited. Great question. Yeah. Great question. Is that it? Nice. I don't even need to make a plan tonight.